Hey everybody, it's Glidercat. It's time to play. We're back in Timberborn. We've got a dry season approaching. So high drama. This is our third dry season. We are actively trying to expand to the south. We've got enough science points racked up so we can do a builder's hut. But our current challenge is we've got a builder's flag who can reach this stairway. So we've got a little bit of a stairway here. But I believe when I click on this, it says it can't get all the required materials. So I think what our issue is even though a builder can reach it, this building site is not close enough to resources. So our log piles are just a little too far away. So if I click on the log pile, you can see it can't quite make it to the stairway. Now, I thought maybe this hauling post might be able to assist with that since these guys haul resources. But it may be the case they can't. If they can't, it looks like I'm probably going to have to build both a warehouse for the plank, the single plank I need, which is kind of a bummer, and build a log pile over here. And then I think the haulers will be able to grab resources from the existing log piles and shuttle them over down here. But we first have to get the hauling post built. It's waiting on planks. We've shut off the gear workshop. So I'm not sure where all our planks are going right now. We do have, oh, this is where they're going. So we built a large warehouse. This thing's got capacity for 1,000 units, but boy, it is pricey. It cost us 250 science points. And we've since recovered from that. And it costs 60 logs, which isn't a big deal, but it costs 80 planks. And that takes a while to produce. So we've got 7 more of those to produce. Then we got to have 10 planks brought over here to the hauling post. And then with any luck, the haulers might be able to reach this wooden stairs. If not, we are going to have to put down, I believe, a small warehouse and a probably a log pile somewhere. We can take those up later. You know, they can be temporary. We've got another farm here. We've got an unemployed beaver. I'm just going to go ahead and open up that farm so we can hopefully get this wheat going. Not sure what the holdup is, but this wheat just has not been harvested since it's been grown. So we may need yet another farm building. Still kind of trying to learn what the balance is. I see that our stumps or our line of pine trees that we had planted here has been taken up. And so while we're looking at it, let's go plant the maples. Again, these give us more production, or the best trees per day. In terms of their growth and use of the land, but they do take a while to grow. And then while we're at it, let's take out the next row of pines because we're going to replace those. So I'm going to grab demolish, mark the resources for demolition. Yep, it's not a building. And I'm just going to take out this next stripe. And I'm doing it kind of one stripe at a time for a couple of reasons. One, to make sure that we've always got a little bit of a quick growing supply of trees while we're doing this transition. And then by planting these maples at different times, hopefully they will mature at different times and we'll always have some supply of maples that are available to be harvested by our lumberjack flag over here, or our lumberjacks. Right now we're doing great on logs. We have 389. We also talked about putting another carpenter maybe on this side of the river for planks. It seems like that is something that one carpenter just maybe is not going to be able to keep up with the need. As we see here. What does it take here? Let's see. Okay, 1 plank from 1 log. So he's got plenty. Why is he not churning them out? Okay, building needs power to operate. Oh, we're in the dry season. Okay. The river has stopped. We are in the dry season. We'll see how long this one lasts. I think this is our 3rd dry season. I think we're going to be fine on water. Excuse me. And I think we're going to be fine on food. We've got tons of food. In fact, we're starting to store up some bread and finally carrots and potatoes. And that's probably a result of putting down the extra farm and fully staffing these farms here. So that has definitely helped our food situation. I see that our well-being is up to 7 now. That is awesome. Nutrition 3 has been climbing up. I'm a little bummed that social is not up to 25 because we did put down another fire pit up here, another campfire. So hopefully that social, we'll see that social bump up. We're 4 planks away from having our super duper large warehouse completed. So that'll be nice. We won't have to worry about storage for a good long time. Basically, all of our storage right now is full. This one's full. And then the 2 down here are full as well. I can see by the little icons. So we are fully stocked. But we need to get that other warehouse up, and we need to start producing. And that's another reason why this wheat probably isn't being harvested, is because we've got no place to store the food. So hopefully within a day or two, we'll get those remaining 4 planks up. Let's see. But yeah, we got to, again, we have to wait for the power. So we got to wait for the dry season to end. So everything's kind of held up a little bit right now. You got more wheat growing, but they've got nowhere to harvest it and put it. We just don't have the storage. So as we eat, we are freeing up a little bit of storage just from them eating food. We're able to produce a little bit during this period, but right now we are kind of wasting some productivity because we're just out of storage space. It might have made sense to do one more of the small warehouses, but I was just really anxious to try this large one, and that large one should really buy us a lot of time once that's up. All right, we're running at 3 times speed. We're about, 35, 40% of the way through the dry season. We're still able to harvest berries. We've got tons of those on hand, so we're not going to starve. We are short on lodges, and last episode, and maybe even the one prior, I mentioned that I really want to get lodges going on this side, kind of on the south side, and have a pool of workers available to do our expansion out this way. We can also expand out west, and now's a good time to look and see how far reliably we can count on things being green. And it looks like right where these bushes end is kind of where, as far as we can count on being able to sustain crops and plants and bushes and trees during a dry season, until we can get over this way and maybe dam up the river a little bit further upstream. I can't tell if this water level is going down. Like, this is dammed off. We're pumping water out of it. It looks like it's lower than here, right? So I see a little bit of stone here, and I feel like I see a whole bunch more stone here. And I think I mentioned last episode or a couple episodes ago that I read in the Discord that you can actually drain. Yeah, you can actually exhaust the water supply, so it's not like an infinite thing here. All right, we're about halfway through the dry season. Not a whole lot is happening here. I may even fast forward further. Looks like our well-being dropped down. Social life is just not where it should be. Should be higher than that. And I don't know why. Let's see. We can figure that out. We might need yet another one of these campfires, just due to the number of beavers that we've got. It needs to be in reach of their homes. So we've got 4 adults here, and it looks like this thing can hold 5. So I think these guys should be fine. But we've got a whole bunch of lodges here. I guess these guys, they can make it up to that fire pit as well. So they're in range of all 3 fire pits. But we've got 6 lodges here. And maybe we just need another fire pit somewhere around this way. I could put it out back. Why don't we do that? They're not very expensive. So maybe let's see, they're a little big. Let's pop another one down. It just seems like it should be an easy thing, easy need to satisfy for these guys and help our overall well-being. Let's go ahead and plop one down right here behind the warehouses. And maybe that'll help. We also can, let's build our path We're going to extend a path kind of out this way. Why don't we come across here and then up this way? And then we can even path across here. And then maybe that'll speed up where these guys can walk. So they can't walk underneath the stairs. We were also looking at this guy. The middle lodge here looks like it is not able to house anybody because there's no way to get in. So when you walk up this first set of stairs, you apparently cannot access this platform. And so we popped a stairway here. We're waiting for that to get built. It's probably waiting on the planks just like everything else. And we'll give that a shot. You know what? That's not going to work because you can't walk underneath these stairs. So let's delete that. You can kind of see or guess that one's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and remove that guy. That's a building, so we'll just pop him out. Yep. And in order to make that thing accessible, there's a couple things we could do. No, maybe just one. It's going to take more science points. Let's go to paths and structures. So for this raised platform, it says connect as a bridge or a foundation for other buildings. And it says it's solid, so other buildings can be built on its top. What I don't know is can they walk through it? Can beavers walk through it? Takes 100 science points. We're up to 200, so I'm okay with buying that now. And I'm thinking about popping it right here just to see if a beaver can walk underneath that. What does it take to build it? 2 logs and 4 more planks. I hate using up the planks, but let's just pop that guy down. And if we can build on that, then I can put a stairway coming off to the side so they can get up to this middle lodge. And again, this is the kind of a first Let's Play season. We'll do some experimenting. We'll learn more about the game. And then we'll see how far we can take it. Again, we're waiting for that dry season to finish so we can produce planks. All of our building is kind of held up on that right now. We're able to do a tiny bit of harvesting just as our beavers eat the food that's in storage. They free up a little storage, and that allows us to do a little bit of harvesting and refill the storage. But planks, we cannot produce planks while it is in the dry season. The other thing we could do if we really wanted to, we could think about, maybe it doesn't hurt to do this. Let's see how much it costs. It's 50 logs. No, let's see here. 40 logs for a power wheel. This is basically like a hamster wheel. It generates power. It only spits out 50 horsepower. But our carpenter only needs 50 horsepower. So maybe we think about that before the next dry season. Let's think about maybe putting down a hamster wheel here just so we can have planks being produced during the dry season. Once the dry season's over and the river starts flowing, we're fine. This thing will churn them out. This water wheel will churn out power. But in the meantime, we can't really do it. So I'm not going to build it right now, but let's think about that for the next dry season. I do see I can plant some more maples here. Our logs, we're doing great on logs. So we've got plenty of time for these trees to grow. So let's go plant some more maples. And then let's continue on with that same little pattern of deleting out these guys. We'll take out this resource. The next row comes out. And it may be a little silly doing it like this, but I think it's going to help us always have a supply of trees that are ready to be cut. All right, come on, dry season. We're almost done. The river's almost going to start going again. Once it does, we can get those planks and we can get things back moving. Oh, look at this. So we can see, we can definitely drain out these little reservoirs that we create. So they only hold so much water. Now, the next question will be, once we get the dynamite and can we blast this thing out deeper? How far down can these water pumps go, I wonder? So that's another thing that we can experiment down the road with. But right now, he can't pump any water because there is none. We're back to the wet season. So we're going to see the water come through. It didn't seem too bad. Now that dry season didn't seem like it was longer to me. These plants are going to die in 3 days. They'll come back as the water comes back. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that dry season lasted longer than the last one. It didn't seem like it, but when I'm babbling here, I lose track of time. So maybe it was just as long or longer than the last one. All right. Come on, water. Come on, water. Where is it? Here it comes. Really want to get those planks going. That is holding up our expansion. Had some beavers dying and a lot of them being born, so that's a good sign. We've got 5 children. Really need to get more lodges down. That's probably really holding back our average well-being. And then at some point, we got to think about fun. Fun, I think, is these, let's see here, that's spirituality. Fun, we've got the carousel. Boy, it takes 700 science points, so we're going to have to save up, and maybe we get another one of these research buildings, the inventor's hut. May want to get another one of those going. Maybe on this side of the river. All right, we finally have power. And again, maybe the next time we see the dry season coming, we'll take a look at our plank supply and maybe put a hamster wheel down here. And then we can have we can at least have some planks being produced during the dry season. I hate to waste land. That's the only reason I'm not doing it right now. I hate to use up that land. I guess we could always take it up, you know, if we needed the space. So let's see. This guy still needs 10 planks. We've got the platform that needs 4 planks. And we've got our large warehouse that is down to just needing 2 planks. So that will be a relief. Once that's built, hopefully we'll be in good shape. And that's going to open up a whole bunch of production. So no one will be blocked on inventory. And man, we can harvest the rest of all this food that we see and get and replenish our stockpiles here. Food supply has actually gone down quite a bit from where it was, but I think that's more a function of just not having storage. We've got a ton of wheat in storage. All right, so let's see this guy. Come on. One more log. One more log. Or plank, I should say, not log. One more plank, and then we've got our storage built. Just keep an eye and see if we can find somebody delivering a plank. There it goes. Is that it? Yes, it's up. It's built. Nice. All right, now everybody should be keeping busy. Let's go ahead and plant another row of maples here. And we'll get rid of that last strip. So there go the maples. Boom. And let's take up the last strip. We'll take these down. Boom. And while we're at it, why don't we get rid of these stumps? Let's see if I can plant maples on top of those. I don't know that I can. We're about to find out. Can I just plant on top of these? Yeah, good. So it looks like they'll take up the stumps when they come by and start planting the maples. But yeah, we'll wait till this gets planted, and then we'll kind of maybe slowly expand and make sure we've always got a good supply of trees over here for our lumberjacks. We've only got 2 here. That seems like that's been enough. Let's see under labor. Is there actually a lumberjack hut? Oh, wait, I'd be under wood maybe, huh? We've got lumberjack flag, forester, carpenters, gear workshop, paper mill. And we need that, I think, for the dynamite. I think is made out of paper right now. I'm sure they'll maybe change that down the road as the game gets further developed. And then we've got a printing press. It says we can make books with that, and it satisfies knowledge. So that's probably one of our well-being criteria. It looks like we're back up to 7. That's good. So yeah, there's knowledge. Not sure what, the asterisks. This need can only be satisfied by adults. Interesting. So that's interesting. So that's showing, you see all these are 30 beavers, 30 beavers, 30 beavers. Well, there's one that shows 28, and that's because we've got 2 children, and they don't read books, apparently. Which is a shame, because reading is fundamental, and they should be reading books. All right. Now, hopefully, we're getting some planks here to our hauling post. I don't have a lot of hope that this is going to help us, but let's just see. I think we're going to be stuck putting a log pile over here and a small warehouse to hold planks. But maybe the planks are far enough. Well, see, they can't. Like when I click on the plank building, it only reaches this far. It cannot get to this set of stairs. I'm pretty sure we're going to be stuck. So let's go ahead and put well, let's just see. We've got 4 beavers in there. Let's see if anything happens. They can reach this. So can they actually get the resource here? Looks like someone's bringing something. Hey, we might be in good shape. Look at that. So the hauler is bringing planks. Somebody brought planks over here. I'm guessing it was one of those haulers because no one else was doing it before. Or maybe we just didn't have them available. Let's just see. That may have been the issue. Maybe they just couldn't make them available, but that doesn't explain why we don't have the logs. I only need 1. So who else is chewing on planks? We have our gear thing stored or stopped. So we're not making any more gears. We've got 26 in storage. We want to see more planks come over here. Let's see. We've got 2 in storage. Those haulers should be able to reach it. I don't know if there's a way to mark this as a priority. I think this is the only thing we've got right now that's under construction. Oh, here we have this thing. Let's see. Are they able to get in and out of there? So let's wait for nighttime to finish. And we'll keep an eye here and on this over here and see if the beavers can get in and out of this lodge. It looks like they can. There's 2 that look like they're in there. I don't know if that just means that's their house or if they're actually in there. I think it just means that's their house. Nobody is in this one. Oh, yep. He made it in. So they can go in through those. Awesome. So what that means or why we care is we haven't been able to use this lodge up here because no one can get to it because this stairway does not allow beavers to kind of exit and get back on the stairs. I think we just place 1 more stairway and we can finally make use of that lodge. We have 2 choices. We can do it like this or we can do it over here. This looks a little more fun. I'm going to do it this way. I know it's a little more congested, but it looks a little more interesting than just having them all go in the same direction. So let me know in the comments if you care about that kind of thing or not. Very anxious for more planks to get down here, and I'm not sure why they're not. It could be our haulers are busy just doing food and moving other things, and they're just not prioritizing this. We are starting to store up planks. This isn't really getting built fast enough. I'm gonna put a log pile down. Again, we can always move these things later. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna put a log pile down. Hopefully, somebody can supply logs here. I think our haulers can do it. And then I'm also gonna put a warehouse down. Unfortunately, I hate to do that because they cost some resources. 15 logs. That's not horrible. Actually, less than I thought. I'm just going to put these guys right here. I don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. Here they come. We're starting to get some logs brought over. Now our builder here, hopefully he can fetch the logs and drop them off at the stair. Yep. So he's doing his thing. We get our storage as well. So that's all good. All right. I think we're going to, hopefully our builder tomorrow, the next day here, they get done sleeping. We will get this stairway built and we can start putting lodges up here. I want to put a bunch of lodges up on this hill. And then another forestry flag down here. And then that can be fed by the workers who are living up here on this terrace. Cool. In the wet season, no issues there. We've got 7 well-being. It kind of goes up and down. Our social life has jumped up, so that extra campfire has helped. Thirst is an issue. Let's see here. This is full of water. We've got a water pumper. We may need, these two are full. We might need another water pump over here. These guys are really using up this water, but we've got the haulers, so they should be able to take water from here and kind of spread it out to these tanks. And I'm hoping some planks get put into this warehouse. Right now, there's nothing there. There's a hauler coming. What did he just drop off? He dropped off berries, so they'll have some food supplied here as well. Bread and carrots are making their way here. There's some 4 planks, so let's hope we get a builder down here. Let's see. All right, we got our planks, we got our log, we got the stairs. Now we should be in good shape. In fact, I don't know if there's a way to empty this. Now, can these haulers get up there? They can. So let's try and empty this storage and see if they, yep, awesome. See here? This is nice. This is really good. We'll get rid of that. We'll leave this one here for planks for a while. And then let's get some lodges going up here. And this will be our supply of labor as we build out up here. I'm going to put a couple this way. I might start with 3 to tell you the truth. Let's get 3, and then let's get a fire pit or a campfire down. And then we're just about ready to wrap this episode. And let's run a nice path across down this way. Look at that. They've already built one of the lodges. That's super cool. I guess we're just going to go 1 story here. Maybe we'll turn around and we'll think about building up higher. Some high rises over here maybe or something. All right, so now we can get the housing going, and that'll help. That should help our, let's see, their comfort level jump up. Because we've got 11 homeless beavers, and we're short, 12 here in comfort. So those 2 things are probably closely related, if not directly related. I still want to keep producing planks. Hopefully we can bank some of those up so I don't have to put down a hamster wheel here. You can see our food has improved dramatically. Potatoes are a little light. Let's see. So we might want to plant some more potato. We're probably going to need another farm, to tell you the truth. So maybe a farm here. And maybe we just plant a bunch of potatoes here. And maybe we extend the carrots down this way. Get another farm here so we have more farmers. And then we'll just keep working the trees situation over here. Let's do that right now. Let's plant another row of maple. Maybe I'll leave a little room here in case we want to come across this way at some point. All right. Well, let's call that an episode. We have started. Let's get rid of this. Sorry. Let's demolish this building. Boom. Yep. We've started to populate the land just south of our main river. So that's good. That's going to supply a workforce so we can start taking out these trees, building more farms. Up here, we'll expand with more housing. We'll probably put another very large storage warehouse up this way. And then we can think about getting some new buildings built. We talked about expanding the farms too, maybe getting more potatoes and carrots being produced. Looks like we're a little light on that, on carrots and potatoes. Bread looks like it's doing awesome. So this plantation of wheat might hold us over for quite a while. But we can also start thinking about the paper production. I think that's what we need. Let's see, paper. What does it say? Crafts 2 paper from 1 log. Oh yeah, we got metal coming yet. We got to do scavenger hut, not hunt. power. We've got some more. This high shaft looks like it transfers power up one level. So right now everything's kind of flat to the ground. It looks like this one might allow us to jump up these cliffs a little bit. So that would be cool and very useful. And then we've got an engine here for power. It looks like it burns logs, takes a worker. That's something that's coming down the road. What do we have here? Roofs, benches, and shrubs. We saw that before. We've got a few monuments to build. This take a ton of science. Look at that, 8,000 science points just to unlock that. We probably definitely want to get another researcher down here in the south. It's starting to churn out those science points for us. What else? Now I know there's dynamite. Oh, here we go. Right under landscaping of all places. We can unlock the levee. And that's when we have a dam that goes more than one level deep. We want to use the levee. So at least that's what I read in a startup guide that someone's put together. You can find it on the Discord and hopefully in Steam soon. But this guide mentioned that you only want to use the dam blocks at for the top layer, and anything deeper than the top layer, you want to use these levees because they will completely block the water. But you want that top layer to be dammed so it can spill through and it doesn't flood over into your land. So the explosive factory is only 150 science points, and it takes 3 paper to create explosives, but it is going to take power, 150 horsepower. That is something we want to put on the list early, right? That looks like fun, and I think that's going to allow us to expand further north here. Not sure why these trees haven't been taken up. Maybe we just don't have a builder nearby. Anyway, if you've stuck with me this far in this season, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my tiny channel, trying to grow it and sustain it. And those two things will really help in that regard. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying I will see you in the next one. And thanks again so much for watching.